I have some groundbreaking advice when it comes to reselling. I know y'all haven't heard this anywhere else, but listing consistently is key. Listing consistently equals consistent sales. $1,200 in sales. I am so happy. I shipped them out on Monday from my sales over the weekend. The weeks before this weekend, I have been pretty consistent with listing for the first time in a while, and it actually paid off. So happy about that. I'm gonna actually just start with my overall sales number, and then we'll dive into what actually sold. So in total, on Monday, I shipped out $1,249.17 worth of sales. Super happy with that. That is not a common occurrence for me in these past couple of months. If you need an explanation as to why, I will link up my previous video up on the screen. I've been moving, I've been dealing with things, and life in reselling just looks different now. So that resulted in a gross profit of $788.73. Whew, very happy, especially since this is now a job that I only put a few hours a day into. I sell primarily on eBay and Poshmark. I also sell on Mercari, but I've been less consistent there. All of my sales this weekend were from eBay and Poshmark, and in fact, I had a good amount of eBay sales. eBay really pulled through, and eBay is one platform where consistency matters really the most. I just want to say one quick thing though. If you go through periods like me where you can't be consistent, that's okay. Don't put yourself through the guilt trip as well. You're going through enough as is, it's fine. Just expect a dip in sales, that's gonna happen. Okay, so let's dive into what sold. I am gonna go through all my eBay sales first because that's how I ship. I just do eBay first and then I'll do my Poshmark sales afterwards. First eBay sale was a pair of Steve Madden Anaco boots. If you have watched my Ship With Me videos in the past, you know that I had a shoe palette. It was my last palette I ever got. This is from that. I'm still, raking in the profits from that palette. It was a good one. And my cost of goods was $9.81. I had them listed for $65 and they sold for 10% off because I'm constantly running a 10% off sale plus $9.99 shipping, which ended up being a sales price of $68.49. And it resulted in a gross profit after shipping. Shipping was really expensive for these, and fees of $20.16. I don't do calculated shipping, I do flat shipping just because I don't want to weigh everything ahead of time on eBay. And if you're a newbie eBay seller, honestly, I would recommend just doing flat shipping because it's super easy. But it kind of gets tricky when it comes to shoes. So I did end up losing some money when it came to shipping, but overall made 20 bucks and that's good. Took 409 days to sell. So that's surprising. I thought these would sell faster. They're really cute, but I am happy they sold. Okay, this took so long to sell too. I have a lot on this list that took really long time to sell, and then I have a few that sold really fast, so excited to dive into it all. The next thing that sold on eBay was this new tag Trina Turk pair of bikini bottoms. Not the whole set, just the bottoms. So if you find a new tag bikini top or bottom, still might be worth picking up. This, like I said, did not sell quickly. I got it in liquidation for $7.20. Had it listed for $35 and it sold for $22 plus $4.99 shipping on eBay, which resulted in a gross profit of $9.83. Really just happy it sold though, because it took 957 days to sell. So thanks for staying with me. I am happy to see you go. Okay, next was actually a sale that sold rather quickly. It was a brand that I haven't been picking up that much in the past, but maybe I will start picking up more. It's a Talbot's button front shirt dress, and it was a size 16. It was in a black and white print. I got it at the bins for $1.04. I decided, just to try it out, and the bins is the place to do that. I listed it for $30 and it sold for $21 plus $6.99 shipping, which resulted in a gross profit after shipping and fees of $16.09. And it just took 2 weeks to sell, 14 days. So pretty happy with that result. My gross profit wasn't super high, but it had a flaw, and I think with the right Talbot's pieces, they'd be worth picking up in the future. Next is a pair of boots. I have a bunch of these still. They were also, I think, in the shoe palette. Yep. And they are really beautiful boots from Sam Edelman called the Raquel knee-high pointed toe boot. I got these again for $9.81. I have them listed for $100. And I sold a pair on eBay for $67.50 plus $14.99 shipping. To ship them through USPS, it was gonna cost me $90. So I actually ended up shipping these through UPS and it cost me $34 to ship. So it's still much less than what I charged flat rate shipping. I think I might actually change these to calculated shipping on eBay just because it is just so expensive to ship those boots because I have to get a big old box for them, but I still had a gross profit of $27.53. So I will happily take that. And they took 397 days to sell. I've been selling these boots over the past year. I've had a ton of them and I'm slowly making my way through my pile of Raquel boots. So I'm very happy whenever one of them sells, and now is really 'tis the season to be selling those boots. Next was another piece I got in liquidation a long time ago, and it was this new with tag Michael Bastian insulated coat. Really cute. This isn't a brand I'm super familiar with, but that is one cool thing about liquidation is I learned a lot of new brands. I got it in liquidation for $6 and I had it listed for $50. Someone bought it for $45 plus $9.99 shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $36.16. Took 1,145 days to sell. So not necessarily recommending Michael Bastian, but it did sell for $45, so that's not too bad. Next is a new tag Lovers and Friends Isana cutout turtleneck top. I do have a few of these. This is my last size in extra large. Each one of these cost me $15.65. I had them listed for $58 and this one sold for $30 plus $4.99 shipping. It was one of those where the offer came in for $30 and I'm like, do I take it? Do I counter? And really recently I have been, if it's in the realm of yes, I just click accept on offers. I'm trying to move things. I'm trying to keep a flow in my business, and really I'm happy with that strategy. So especially when I've had something for a while. That resulted in a gross profit of $6.94 and I'd had it for 737 days. So happy to see it go. My next sale on eBay was a really good one. It was a new without tags helmet length skirt. This was a wool white skirt, really beautiful. And I got it again for $6. I had it listed for $145 and it sold for $94.25 plus $7.99 shipping. Great sale. I love when things sell for $100 or more. I mean, this with shipping was $102.24, so it's kind of right there. My gross profit was $67.85, and it took 398 days to sell. My last eBay sale was a pair of new with tag Joe's jeans. Certain Joe's jeans can actually do pretty well. I think these took a while to sell though. I got them for $10.17. and I had them listed for $100. They sold for $75 plus $7.99 shipping, which I think is a good price. And that gave me a profit of $53.25, which is great, but it did take 548 days to sell. So brands like Frame, Joe's, some styles can do really, really well. Some can just take a while to sell. Very style dependent in those brands. All right, well, let's move on to my Poshmark sales. The first Poshmark sale I shipped out was actually a bundle sale. It was a pair of NYDJ jeans and a Nick and Zoe sweater. Both really great bread and butter brands for me. The Nick and Zoe sweater, I had a cost of goods of $6.44. I had it listed for $40 and then it sold for $25.88 with that bundle discount. I ended up, the bundle came out to $85 and someone sent me an offer for $55. So take that ratio or that proportion and multiply it by the listing price, and that's how I come to these prices sold. And so $25.88 reflects that proportional bundle discount. And so that gave me a gross profit of $14.27. It took 756 days to sell, so happy to see it go. And then The NYDJ jeans I actually got at Goodwill for $12.99. I had them listed for $45 and they sold for $29.12 with that discount. And so these jeans gave me a gross profit of $10.30 and it took 484 days to sell. Next is a pair of the Jeans Jada jean in a size 25. I got these for $3.78. I had them listed for $65 and they sold for $45 plus discounted shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $30.20. That's a really good sale. Really happy with the sales price, the gross profit. It did take 271 days to sell, but I'm not too mad about that. Okay, next is a brand that sells really quickly for me oftentimes, and this was no different, and it's Lululemon. This is the Get Set long sleeve top. I just listed it. I got it at the bins for $1.95 and I had it listed for $35 and it sold 30% off thanks to Poshmark VA because it automatically sends 30% off offers to everyone who likes anything in my closet, which is so convenient and such a massive time saver for me, and it generates so many sales. It resulted in a gross profit of $17.25 and took 1 day to sell. If you haven't tried Poshmark VA, I highly recommend trying it out. You can get 2 weeks free. It does things for you automatically, like shares your closet, sends offers to likers, and you just don't have to think twice about it. It's not actually that expensive after the 2 weeks free. It's like 25 bucks, which if you make, 1 or 2 extra sales because of it, you easily can break even and easily make a whole lot more money just from using this automation software. A lot of y'all have really seen a boost in sales from using Poshmark VA, and thank you to everyone who's ever used my code. It means a lot to me. You can also just check it out by clicking the link below. Okay, next is a brand I really want to pick up more of. I do pick it up now whenever I come across it at the bins, and it is CP Shades. I really slept on this brand. This was a really cute Teton baby cord tunic. I was actually able to find the stock photo for this, which I can rarely find with CP Shades, but I got it for $1.12 at the bins. I had it listed for $80 and had this person who kept sending me offers. And finally, after like months of going back and forth, we landed on $40 with discounted shipping, which I still think is a good price, even though it's 50% off. And that gave me a gross profit of $28.86. So happy with that. It was a size extra small. If it was a larger size, I think it would have sold much faster and for more, but it took 276 days and I'm still really, really happy with that sale and hope I find more CP Shades in the future. Next was a really good sale. It was one of my favorite formal wear brands to sell. You find this at the thrift store. Check condition, check comps, but definitely I would say consider picking it up, even though it is a little bit of hassle selling and listing formal wear, but it's worth it because this was a new La Femme gown, a beautiful gown that I'd gotten through liquidation for $6. And I had it listed for $275 and received an offer for $200, and that gave me a gross profit of $154. It took 390 days to sell, which can be kind of typical for formal wear. It does sometimes take a while to find the right buyer, especially at these higher price points, but when the sales come in, it's so great. And I'm very, very happy with that sale. My next sale is one that I had listed recently, a really great menswear brand to know, Taylor Stitch, and these were the slim chino khaki pants. I had gotten these at Goodwill in a thrift with me. I got them for $9.99 and I listed them for $55. I received an offer for $35, which I accepted, and that gave me a gross profit of $18.01, and they sold after only 11 days. Next was another sale that sold really fast. It was a Madewell Thompson pocket pullover sweater. I got this at the bins for $1.95. I had it listed for $28. I think it sold again, another Poshmark VA offer to liker for $19 plus discounted shipping, which gave me a gross profit of $11.23. Not a huge gross profit, but it sold in 1 day. And I kind of knew that picking that up, but I knew it would sell. It was a size extra large, which I think helped a lot. And it's the perfect season to sell something like that, a Madewell sweater. So I'm still really happy with that sale, and I would probably pick it up again if I was in the right season for it. Okay, and then my last two sales. Second to last was this new tag Madewell Donegal sweater dress that I'd gotten through liquidation a long time ago for $7.20. I had it listed for $45. and I received an offer for $25, which I just went ahead and accepted because I would like to move this sweater dress, and it gave me a gross profit of $12.80. Took 1,031 days to sell though, so you know, took a minute, but happy with the sale, and I hope that buyer loves their very cute sweater dress, new with tags, for $25. It's a good deal. Okay, my last sale on Poshmark was a really good one. I definitely accepted a lower offer than what I had it listed for, but still really happy with it. It was this new with tag Vince patch pocket car coat. Gorgeous color, gorgeous coat. I had it listed for $600, but I received an offer for $300. I countered, I think, $360, and then they countered $325, and I just accepted for $325, which gave me a gross profit of $254, and it took 280 days to sell, which is not too bad. So those were my sales from this past weekend. Really a great weekend. Let me know in the comments down below how your sales have been, especially in October going into November. Like I said in my past video, I'm really excited to be in this new office space, be running my business a little bit differently, and it's really gratifying when I have sales weekends like these, even more so than before. So thanks so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Okay, love y'all.